Hi, Isai, Daphne here again. Thank you so much for sending in your next essays. Well done working with the template here. I know it's difficult the first time, but I think you've done a really good job, really good. Hopefully, as you go on through the essays, keep using it. Excuse me, hopefully, if you keep using it, you'll feel more comfortable with it as you go along. Now, let's do this task one first. Pie chart, good. Illustrates the percentage of 7 academic subjects that were demanded in Germany. Yes, okay. Now we don't demand a subject. You could have that were taken or studied, would be okay. Or the pie chart illustrates preferences for 7 academic subjects. Sorry, academic it should be. Uh, Academic subjects in Germany. So if you do preferences for, you could just go straight in Germany in 2007. Uh, Overall, good from the 7 subjects, PE and history. Now, they're not identical scores. Be careful. This is all about accuracy, this one. Okay, they're not exactly the same. Had almost similar, 22.4 and 22.9. So you could say had almost identical scores. And totaled or achieved is okay, yeah, almost half of the total. All right, or half of the overall total. In comparison, IT achieved, I wouldn't say reported, because imagine people are voting for it, achieved the lowest count of the chart. Good, okay. Physics and, I mean, I would kind of, for your overall sentence, I'd kind of stop there. As an overall sentence, that's fine. And then I would reorganize it slightly so that you talk about this. So this paragraph comes up here. So you're starting with the top information, and then this is kind of there. So for me, that's a better organization. Okay. From top to bottom, okay, PE was the most popular subject. You can repeat popular, you have to. Popular subject accounting for 22.9% of preferences, followed by, so let's just use a few connecting words, not many, followed by history with just less, or followed by history, followed closely by history at 22.4%, or slightly less. Maths, yes, maths was ranked third. Why don't we use this word respectively, which Ben likes? We could say maths and physics followed in third and fourth place with 19.5 and 18.1%, and then you put a comma and you put respectively, which is a great word. This is Ben's favourite word. Okay, so we're going to put this underlined. You can use it when you have two numbers, like you're making a list almost, two numbers next to each other. All of these 4 subjects together resulted, past tense, in over 4/5 of the pie chart. That's a very good line to put in. Well done. Whereas physics and maths had comparable results, no, okay, yeah, and then, okay, I kind of feel this is getting a bit repetitive on the physics and maths thing here, because you've sort of said physics and maths there, so I'd be inclined to get rid of that. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. I'd be inclined to get rid of that. Okay. And then I would start here. Biology in Germany, you don't need that because we don't have very many connecting words here. Biology and maths had achieved similar votes or had similar preferences give me the numbers for them now. Oh, you're going to do it here. Okay, this should be here. Okay. All right. So essentially what I'm trying to do is this is the what it is. This is the overall. These are both the technical details. So the technical details here are the top 4. The technical details here are the other 3. Okay, so of the remaining subjects, you can't say got. Biology was more popular than geography at 7.1 compared to 6.4. However, IT had the poorest superlative popularity rating with only 3.7% of the total. Okay, if you can correct that, listen to that again. That includes a comparative and a superlative. that's fine. And then I don't think you need this. If you are still short on the word count, you could put this bit in about 6 of the total after there. Okay, but good effort on that one. You know what you're doing. It's just kind of organizing it right. Online translation apps. So experts throughout the developing and developed world have debated the advantages and disadvantages of language translation software for a long time. Yeah. If you have debated, you need to give me a time phrase. If you use are debating, you don't need to. Some people believe the use of technology in language issues is not the best option to communicate with others. Personally, I strongly disagree. Excellent. This essay will argue that the use of software to translate languages can be an excellent tool in people's lives. Yeah, really nice. Great intro. It works. On the one hand, there's ample evidence that people who use translation apps, such as, hooray, thank you for giving me the example, to do business on the internet, brilliant, can get better deals. We get better deals is too informal for this kind of essay. We could have achieve better results than those who buy in their local markets. The general reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, some products are cheaper in other countries due to the demand that exists. Due to existing demand would be higher level. Secondly, it's easier to find better deals online than in local stores. Now, how can we connect this to language translation though? I'm just thinking you need to make that connection for me. Secondly, it's easier to, in stores. For example, recent Amazon reports demonstrated that almost 90% of their products were, plural, considerably cheaper than local stores or buyers' residents. So overseas buyers' residents. I think you need that word in there to connect this to language apps, not just buying online. It must not be forgotten that although a language app can translate with almost no mistakes, some idioms and technicalities may produce a confusion when buying. Good. Okay, so you've got it back. You've connected it back to the buying. Therefore, it's clear. Yes, excellent. Translation software. It's conclusively clear that the use of translation is valuable when buying. Yeah? Or shopping. Okay. Or doing business equally. Yeah? I go valuable rather than worth. Similar words, but different use. On the other hand, although serious sources have indicated, serious sources, professional sources I would use, respected sources have indicated the use of translation apps do not help develop, do not contribute to, you can't have barely, do not contribute to the skills of learning another language or understanding another language. The impact of them cannot be overstated. This is because the less the brain works, the more excellent. Nice, nice structure, very good there. For example, an extensive study by The Guardian showed that over 70% of people who use translator apps to buy on the internet are not completely sure what they're buying. Consistent with this line of thinking is that people should be encouraged to learn new languages to develop more communication skills. Absolutely. More communication skills and improve their understanding of other cultures. Just give me a little bit more. Thus, it is possible to state beyond doubt that learning, ing, new languages instead of only using ing translators will help us to develop new communication skills. Excellent. To conclude from the arguments and examples given, I firmly believe the benefits of using translating tools you could have rather than apps outweigh. Careful on this one. Outweigh, not overweigh. Outweigh the disadvantages of the same. It's predicted that will increasingly grow in importance. Fantastic. You have done really, really well on that. It may have been hard for you, but goodness me, you made it work. So excellent, excellent stuff here. Lots of great grammar, lovely grammar, lots of good vocabulary as well, and very coherent. It's easy for me to understand where you're going. Well done. Great work.